Hi, Facebook family. Happy New Year. Hi, this is Jade from Career Journey Professional, helping you to find and land in the ideal career. And, oops, it just dropped. Let me just clip it back on because I'm broadcasting on, switch it around. Okay, awesome. Back and helping you to find and land in the ideal career that's suitable to you, who you are, what you want, and what you value. Okay, great. Happy New Year. This is the first video of 2021. Been hell of a year last year. And when we were reviewing last year our YouTube and videos, I actually realized the subscriber, although the watch time are similar, but the subscriber number dropped a lot. So that's partially, I guess, because I didn't really remind you guys to, subscribe and click on the bell button. One of my clients actually mentioned yesterday that she missed one of the video that I was talking about the 2020 career trend. So do click on the bell button and subscribe. And if you're watching from Facebook, please go to our English channel, Career Journey Professional, and follow us and like us. All right, let's get started. If you have any your individual one-on-one career concern, I do offer a free career chat just to find out where you are, how I can best help you. If I can't, I'll do my best to point you in the right direction. If I can, I'll tell you the best way that I can help you. So that is free, and the link is down below for you to book a chat with me. Let's get started for this interesting topic, career advice for highly sensitive people. So do you consider yourself sensitive or highly sensitive? And your sensitivity is actually your career superpower. So how do I mean by that? A little bit of introduction, I suppose. I consider myself a highly sensitive personnel. What does it mean by actually when I say highly sensitive, right? Meaning that you are sensitive to many things. It could be sound, it could be, smell, it could be touch, it could be when you're reading materials, when you're reading documents, you can be sensitive to data, you could be sensitive to pattern, you could be sensitive to different texture, many different things. You could be sensitive too. So, and they are, of course, in career, one of the things that highly sensitive can be really sentimental too about is emotion. So emotional intelligence is one of the biggest things. There is actually a really good TED Talk. If you just search highly sensitive and search TED, unfortunately, I don't remember her name. And she is really talking about how do we embrace that highly sensitivity that you have in you. I used to think being highly sensitive, it's really annoying. It's a burden because it's just hard to, feeling all the feelings inside, and then you can see and feel so sensitive to other people's feeling, and then you have to manage that in career. In a way, it's difficult, especially in the Western world, in this corporate culture. It doesn't really advocate people, or it doesn't really help people who have a lot of sensitivity and creativity, right? Because it's all about, do things according to the plan. Be very logic, be very mind grounded, not feeling grounded. However, throughout these years, now it's the 8th year I'm being a career consultant, and after thousands and thousands of people that I had seminar and also one-on-one coaching experiences, I chose this topic because few of my clients this week actually had this asking me, being sensitive, being a bit timid, being a bit not so confident. What can they do? Is that a downside? I will actually share 3 things that I think it's your superpower for being a sensitive person now. The first one, you're ready. The first one is, the best way I can put this is, I think you bear a gift of communication skills. The best example that I always like to give is, and if they become just a bit numb, they become very routine, mundane about it. And you being a patient, walking in and talking to the doctor, if the bedside manner is very cool, very cold, very harsh, it's going to be very difficult being a patient, right? So for jobs or for career, that's strongly related to facing people. Like the example that I was saying, being a doctor, being a counselor, being a consultant, doing what I do, it's so important that you have that skill of being sensitive, of being able to sense other people's feeling. And what does that really mean when you are being highly sensitive in terms of communication? That means you are highly empathetic. That means it's so easy for you to recognize and understand emotions and feelings in yourself, in others, in your manager, in your team member, in your subordinates. And having that, knowing that, understanding that gives you the ability to adjust accordingly, to communicate effectively. And having that hyper awareness of emotions also give you the ability to communicate with influences, because you can express your understanding of how others felt, and you can then explain or derive what's the best way to deal with it, or what's the solution, and what's the reason that you are reaching to this conclusion. So the first thing I really wish any highly sensitive or sensitive personnel can harness is your communication gift. Of course, the downside of this is self-management of your own feelings. There are so much feelings and so much emotions. And in career, it's really about expressing constructively. There is a video that I did on career emotional intelligence previously on my channel. You can go have a look. And I actually encourage you to express your feelings when it comes to purposely expressing, and also constructively expressing how you feel, what do you want to achieve, what's the action, what's the solution. So that's point number one. You bear a gift of communication when you're facing people, an effective communicator. You are able to express, and you're able to sense and communicate, not just words. You are able to go beyond that. You're able to sense their gestures, the whole aura, the energy in the room, and able to manage that. It's great. And the second point is sensitive people, sensitive person, highly sensitive people are a great team player because they are able to sense and act on other people's feeling, on the team project, on the team members, on the department, on your anything that you're doing, because you're able to sense the details, and you're great at contributing and supportive in that manner. One of the really obvious symptoms from my clients are they are able to pay attention to a lot of things in communication. And when something doesn't feel right, they are able to ask for the right detail, think comprehensively, and then find all the hidden benefits and downsides. So highly sensitive people, I encourage you, you would definitely thrive in a team environment because you like harmony and you like to manage, and or at least making sure or attend to other people when they have, emotional needs or different needs. A lot of you are really good at making notes, really good at summarizing, really good at expression, making sure that you're utilizing that at your work. And how good is that to enjoy and achieve things in a team environment? So make sure maybe you want to include yourself more in a team environment so that you can thrive in your career. And ask for support if you need. Ask for help when it's the right time, or do you really feel like it? And again, I made a video on how to ask for things or the right things in a way that works for you in career. That's point number two, being a great team player. Thirdly, it's creativity. I think a lot of sensitive people, sensitive workers are not aware they are very creative, myself included. But now I look back, it's quite obvious because you are sensitive, because you can sense so many different information. It could be, the color that you feel, how the temperature, how the humidity in the temperature, how an office setup, how, an artistic generated feeling, because you are constantly being bombarded with your own feelings or with feelings that's coming across from the outside environment, from other people. You are so good at expressing it. And because you are good at expressing it, it's great to create. And when it comes to work, and when it comes to in a corporate situation, what can we do? Use your creativity as your solution to solve problems, to provide alternative solution. I mentioned before, a lot of sensitive people like to write journal. I do that on a daily basis just to jot down how I felt, what did I do. Writing notes can be already a great starting point. Always writing notes, writing down the details or paying attention to the details, collecting data, collecting numbers, ideas, your inspirations, or artistic, even color combination, depends on the nature of your work. Collecting informations, all those informations can be a way of solving problems, a way of innovative solutions. One example that I can give is one of my clients back in university. She's already really sensitive about all the advertisements about cosmetics, and she started writing them for no reason. She didn't know she was going to use it. And eventually, in her interview, when she was applying for a marketing assistant job, they asked her to give a case study. She was able to refer to all the notes that she'd written down about cosmetics and to analyze the general trend and give some conclusions. It doesn't have to be really hard, but starting with all of the things that you are sensitive to, you do pay attention to collecting them and think about ways, especially at the special time of COVID, think about the innovative solutions. What can be more efficient, save time, cut cost, other ways, or just create a different solution from what you're doing and creating a different process from how the whole team was able to do it. And so that's the point number 3. Creativity is your gift. So having said those 3 points, one of the most important advice, career advice for sensitive people is, of course, managing your own feelings and emotions. It's definitely a steep learning curve, but it's a matter of practice. There are certain situations at work, communication can specifically stress highly sensitive people. For example, job interview, negotiation, receiving feedback, negative feedback, giving feedback, being a manager. It's difficult. One of my clients, her first job as a manager was to sack one of her previous team member, which is now her subordinate. But sadly, they have to let her go. And it was so difficult for her. So yeah, giving feedback and, all those situations that you may feel stressed, social occasions, small talks, all of those. And the key to that is actually just preparation, just, having a rough structure, having some thought into it, how you can approach it. For example, negotiation. A lot of the times there will be pushback. And what are you going to say? What are your rough reasons? What's your case? What's your results, evidence that proves your point? That's going to help you. So if you do need one-on-one help specifically on that, I do have a 7-step strategy for you to negotiate, especially for pay rise and salary negotiation, or any other work arrangement, flexible work arrangement, having more support, having, some education support. Maybe it could be fund, it could be more time, all kinds of things that you want at work. It's really effective. So if you do need help, reach out. There is the career chat function that I'm offering to all of you. Okay, that's everything I want to cover. I'm just having a look at my notes. Yes, it's not easy to be a highly sensitive people. And from a little bit of my own experience, I used to be so bothered by it. Why is everyone else sounds so logical and they don't have all these feelings and they don't understand me? And now I am really, really proud of it from the nature of my work, because so many people are sensitive, especially females. And it's a very beautiful thing. I really feel like I feel more, every feeling. When I laugh high, I laugh louder. When I cry harder. And when I felt everything, it just felt deeper. There's more texture to it. There's deepness to it. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing to embrace as a person and also for your career and life. So if you are worried about it, I really wish you can look at it from a different angle. It's something that no one else has. For people who are really, really just in their mind, they are not emotional feelers or driven. For example, one of the best New York book writer, Remy Satie. I read one of his books called "I Will Teach You to Be Rich." I listen to and constantly read his articles. He doesn't even understand his wife's feeling. They have to schedule like weekly or quarterly meeting to understand why she feels certain things. And he really have to learn to have the empath. So yeah, not everyone has that gift. It's really a beautiful gift you have. All right, that's it for this video. I hope all the best for you, for your career, for your life. If you do need help, reach out. We do have our Facebook community. You're welcome to join. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, see you. Bye. Bye.